Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In case you're wondering what I'm up to today, well, we're getting ready for winter. Yeah, daytime highs in the last day or two have only been in the low to mid 60s. So it's time to get the pellet stove cleaned up and ready to start going. So without wasting any more time, let's get right to it today. These two 12-inch long pieces came with the kit for the exhaust pipe on that thing, and that seam right there between the two kits, that was right in the middle of the wall, and that never really sat well with me. It's all reassembled now on the outside. It's got its brace reattached so it's to the wall. And yeah, we got a new piece of pipe going into the wall right there. Now all I need to do is slide the stove back out to expose that collar that attaches to the 45-degree elbow, and put a bunch of that red RTV silicone on that collar that attaches to the exhaust pipe for the stove. Just seal that up. We'll let the whole thing cure for 24 hours, and then we'll be good to go again. I was looking at my channel's analytical deal that YouTube sends me every once in a while, and I see that most all of you, my viewers, are male, and most all of you are over the age of 45. Well, since my grandkids are involved in their schooling, they don't have much time to watch my videos anymore, so we're going to have some more bad dad jokes. Yes, we are. But first, we're going to come up here and collect the carryall platform. We're going to take it up to the shop. Yeah, isn't that neat how the bucket, that scraper edge that I put on there just catches that top link brackets? Yeah, works pretty slick for moving that platform. No unhitching or hitching that way. You're probably asking yourself, what is Dave doing with the platform and a bucket of laundry soap? Well, this isn't a bucket of laundry soap anymore. I've mixed up about a quart or so of, well, it's basically whatever kind of oil I have laying around, linseed oil, Thompson's water seal, that kind of thing. And I usually throw a little stain in it to color it a little bit. But it's basically an oil, and what I'm going to do is just liberally brush it on to the wood of the platform to help preserve it for the winter and for future. Yeah, that wood's getting expensive, and if I can do something to help preserve it, plus it gives it a nice deep rich color, looks good, yeah, I'm going to do it. Anyway, back to the topic of my viewers. So yeah, I was looking at the list of viewers. Got some from a whole bunch of you from the United States. I got some from England. I got some from Australia. I even picked up one from Germany, of all places, by golly. Yeah, And the analytics, if you get digging into them, will tell you where they're all from, and it doesn't tell you who they are, but it tells you where they're from. So I thought, in honor of my German viewers, we'd tell some German-related dad jokes today. Yeah, so I know you're all shaking your head going, oh no, please no, don't stir World War III. I'm not. And I'm sure most of you that are the guys that are watching this channel based on set analytics have heard the joke before, the German joke, about what do you call a virgin? If you haven't heard it, it's Guten Tight. Yeah, Guten Tight. That said, what do you call a bra in German? Any ideas? Stop 'em from flop 'em. Yeah, stop 'em from flop 'em. I don't know if the GoPro's picking it up, but you can sure see the shine and the lack of shine where that preservative is soaked into the wood already. Yeah, so I may have to hit this with more than one coat just to help seal it up a little bit. Now that both sides of the lumber there, well, the bottom down here and the 3-point hitch side of the back have been coated, I'm going to let that soak in for a while and dry up. And then we'll flip the thing up on its bottom and we'll do the inside of the boards. But we're going to let this dry for a little bit first. Probably hit that again tomorrow. Say, did you know, or have you realized, that we as humans weren't born just to grow up, get a job, pay bills all of our lives, and then turn right around and die? No, heavens no. So get out there and enjoy life while you can. Do something fun, even if it's restoring antique iron like I tried to do. Yeah, because there's no guarantee you'll be around for tomorrow. Yeah, so enjoy life today while you can. On my list of next things to do around the farm today is get pictures of this little 39 Farmall A. It's an early one. It has the tag down underneath the foot pedals, and it has the little lever style petcocks on that side to tell how full the engine is, instead of on this side like most of them are. Some H's and M's anyway. But yeah, it has the little bent elbow on the handle instead of the little T handle, and it has the Deutz fasteners on the hood and the grill and that sort of thing. So it is an early 39 Farmall A, and yeah, I'm gonna grab some pictures of it today, see if we can't get it sold. Say, in your life, do you know what the #1 way is to avoid stress at work? Yeah, you just don't show up. That'll take care of all your stress. Yeah, and for a while anyway. Yeah. The next thing to do today is get some photos of this Alice Chalmers loader that came off the Little B. See if we can't get it sold or traded or whatever. In fact, this loader, that rear hydraulic pump that was powered off the PTO shaft, and the little Farmall, the 39 Farmall A, I'd be more than happy just to consider trades. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a little single bottom plow to pull behind the Alice or the B Farmall or whatever, or even some mounted plows for the Super A for a fast hitch or whatever. So yeah, if you know of anything and you have something you want to get rid of, you're not too far from southern Idaho, let me know down in the comments below if there's something here you're interested in. Yeah, so we'll get some photos and list it on Facebook and that kind of thing. One of the more famous YouTube personalities that does farming work claims to have come up with an idea all on his own about cutting off one end of a link of chain, bigger than this one of course, and welding it on to one of these brackets to attach a chain to hold the linchpins. Well, I made this one out of some 3/4 inch by 1/8 inch thin strap steel, years and years ago because the chain sticking out doesn't have a vertical shear force to it. It has tension shear force that's higher, but this little strap welded on there works just fine, doesn't come off, and in fact the chain will pull apart first. So the reason for this chain and the loop and hooking onto here is this beam right here. It's a stabilizer beam, and if the chain is slung under it like that and it's hooked to the linchpin here, it acts like a cradle to hold that up off the ground. Yeah, and on occasion I forget to lift these 3-point lift arms back here on the back end, bringing the stabilizer bars up off the ground, and if you happen to back up, these will go down into the ground and hook onto something and then pull the chain apart that goes here. So yeah, I bought some new little links and we're going to put them on there. But this is what I have done instead of a piece of pipe link or chain link. I recently purchased a pair of these new little, what are they, 3/16 or so link repair deals with the little turnbuckle thing on them, and I thought I was going to need them both. I forgot or didn't notice this particular link here on the left side happened to have one on it that's still usable. So we're going to hook it into the lich pin there and hang that stabilizer bar on it. Now what probably has happened here on this one is, like with that little piece of chain there, it had pulled the loop out of one of those pins. Those loops will come out of those linch pins pretty easily as well. But we'll just screw this back on here. Take a wrench, give it a little bit of a tightening. That's about all it'll take. And then we can hang that chain underneath that, put the linch pin back in, and voila, we're done. That's a good way to support these sway bars when they're not being used up here and attached onto the implement. Yeah, and of course this is my whole idea right here. I'm not copying anybody, and if you want to use the chain idea, you go right ahead. I'll probably do something similar to this on the LS tractor and any other ones that we put a 3-point hitch on, like the little Alice B. Yeah, I have an issue with that chain deal though. I'm not knocking the fellow that come up with it, but when you weld two little loops onto a flat side like that, and you got like 1/4 inch chain link or something, you're not getting a lot of surface to mate up against this bar anywhere. So you're almost ahead to weld it to the top or the bottom of the bar. That way you get more surface contact and a better weld to hold that loop of chain that you're putting the lich pin in. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you didn't mind tagging along with me while I did a few projects that quite honestly needed to get done before winter sets in. In the next couple of videos, we will be putting the 3-point hitch on the back end of the little B Alice Chalmers, and we'll also be making a run over to my buddy Dale's place for a hydraulic pump and a right rear fender for the Alice Chalmers WD-45 that I have over there, and we'll snoop around a little bit, see if we can't come up with a belt pulley, flat belt pulley for the Oliver 70. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little video, just a little quickie of what I got going on around the farm today. We'll catch up with y'all later. Until then, y'all be careful and safe out there. And thank you for subscribing. Hit that big red thing right down there. It says subscribe on it if you haven't done it yet. It means a lot. Anyway, thank you, and we'll catch up with you later. Bye-bye for now. Did I ever mention that I hate gophers? Yeah, I hate gophers.